Hotep family, how you doing? All right, I'm on my ride home. Just finished day 2 of this hearing, and it was very interesting that something that my lawyer doesn't see the irony in, that I, a black man who for the last 12 years has done research, took classes about our story, the truth of humanity, a black man that tries everything he can think of to uplift black people on the whole, and individuals that show that they deserve uplifting. A black man who will bow down to any black woman who recognizes herself as a goddess, as the source of humanity on this planet, and being prosecuted by 3 black women, one from, I believe, Nigeria, who work for the city of Chicago as lawyers. And that today's testimony was from a black woman who has been a snitch and a rat from as long as I can remember, who lied, who perjured herself on the stand today more than once. A woman who prides herself on her master's degree and that she's highly educated, but she thinks that the word scrupulous means bad. Scrupulous means that I'm harassing her. It's very strange proceedings. And then that these black women decried how long this hearing is going to take because they doubled their witness load. They started with 4, now we're at 8, I believe. And they didn't want me to have any witnesses for my behalf. Now they're decrying the length of this trial, which is what it is. It's not a trial of Lucio. It's a trial of consciousness. It's a trial of black. It's a trial of a black man being free to tell the truth to other black people. That's exactly what it is. Hey, Crystal, how you doing, goddess? So, during this trial today, very interesting. I brought it up a few times that according to the rules of the city of Chicago, any administrative hearing is open to the public. So if you wanted to, if you were here in Chicago, if you wanted to come down, if you were walking around City Hall and you came, you could just come in, sign your name, and sit down, and how you doing, goddess? You could just sit down and listen to the proceedings as it was going on. So that's why I put the Zoom link and password on my page, because I believe there's some people out there that wanted to actually hear. Matter of fact, a couple people came in, my daughter, and 2 co-workers, ex-co-workers, since I no longer have a job, and they both basically retired. So they came in, and even my baby said she could hear what was going on. Now, it's incumbent upon us as black people to realize that this system that we live in is dominated by white supremacy. If there's any black person that doesn't believe that, you should just hit yourself in the head with a sledgehammer right now, because you're useless, you're brain dead. I'm 57 years old. My whole life, the system that I've lived in this country has been dominated by white supremacy. And I believe that every black person my age and younger and older would say that white supremacy has done nothing good for black people. Yet we still live in it. Why? Why would you live in a system that shows you they mean you no fucking good and still go along with it and do what you can to keep it going on? That's the problem right there, that last part. Why would you keep assisting a system that is oppressing you. Now, this sister said today that I made this statement. Now, this is the statement that I made, and I'm going to tell you the context in which I made it. It was payday. A couple of my bills was behind. I had a little bit of overtime on the check. When I got it, I said, oh, shit. And I was talking about my bills before then. When I got my check and looked at it, I said, oh, shit, one of these hoes is about to get paid. Hoes, H-O-E-S. About to get paid. I'm talking about my bills. This rat, and I would call her a bitch, but I don't think you should disrespect a hoe by calling her a bitch. She ran to the bosses and said she was offended because I said whores got to get paid, and she thought I was referring to her, even though I wasn't nowhere close to her. Now, this is the same woman that when I showed her the ankh. Let's do this again, family. At the top, the womb, ovaries, fallopian tubes, and the vaginal canal coming down. The oldest symbol for eternal life. 10,000 years before before a white person or a Hebrew existed, this symbol was on the planet-wide, an ankh. There were no white people here when this was carved in stone all over the planet. There were no Hebrews in existence when this was on the planet. And when you see it at first, you see it woman first. Womb, ovaries, fallopian tubes, and vaginal canal. Which should tell you women were on this planet first. So when I tried to give this goddess some pride in herself as a black woman, no, she wasn't gonna do that shit. No, because she's got to suck up to Mr. Charlie in her Christendom. So when she started talking about Adam and Eve, and this goes back to 2015. She started talking about Adam and Eve, and I said, no, goddess, there was no Adam and Eve. That shit didn't happen. When I started deconstructing her lies, the same lies that I was brought up in, they even gave her the context. Look, I was an altar boy. I was in Catholic churches. I married a Pentecostal minister's daughter. So if you want to talk about Christianity, we can go all day long, but I'm going to show you the truth of it and the lies. She wouldn't take it. She couldn't take it. Even when you take away somebody's lies and give them the truth to lift them, they want to hold on to the lie. That's called cognitive dissonance. Obviously something that this highly educated black woman would never know, because she doesn't even know the definition of the word scrupulous harassment or provocation. It's in her testimonies today. Seriously. Seriously. So, she got pissed. So when I asked her, I said, what do you know about the basis of your faith? And everybody that knows me knows. I'd run back straight to this. Let's go to the origin. Let's go to your 10 Commandments. What were the 10 Commandments that Moses actually presented to the Hebrews? And it's in your Bible, but you don't know them. Pastor Pimpmo didn't teach you that in Sunday school. He taught you don't steal, don't lie, because he wants you black people not to kill those that kill you, because he works for them. He wants you to turn the other cheek because he works for them. If you read Exodus 34, the 10 Commandments that Moses actually gave to the Hebrews, there is no mention of murder, theft, lying, honoring your mother, father, none of that shit. So these people that he gave these 10 Commandments to could come and kill you without any recourse whatsoever, because it's not in their laws. But you don't know that. You don't know it because you won't even read your own Bible. You hold on to it with the stranglehold, but you won't open it and read it. Hotep Goddess, I hope you enjoy this. This is live, baby. You should. Oh, I wish you'd have came in. You'd have heard this testimony. I recorded it all, and I'm gonna put the audio recording here on Facebook so all black people can listen to this bullshit. Listen to this bullshit. There's somebody who got commendations after commendations for the job he was doing was fired because of what he posted on Facebook. With nobody being mentioned, no, even the people that I work for. Yeah, I worked for the city of Chicago. That ain't even mentioned in the post. But they're gonna infer. They're gonna infer because one person was offended. How many black people are offended, persecuted, and killed by these lies? Lies. They wouldn't have a hearing on Turkey Day, a day celebrating the execution of 700 people that look like me. It wasn't no Indians. This is historical data, facts, proven. They killed 700 black people on that day and celebrated. And now everybody on Turkey Day, oh, we got to get to Turkey. How many times are you going to keep getting on your knees praying to the bullshit that they do to you? Your Xmas tree, you Christ stains. And don't get offended if I call you a Christ stain because you jump up to say you washed in the blood of a lamb. Tell me what blood doesn't stain anything. You need to think about what the hell y'all doing to yourselves. It's 2020. 2020. You're supposed to be having good vision now, but you won't, because you won't get off your knees. You won't keep listening to the bullshit that they tell you and learning the bullshit that they teach you in their schools. They're finally going to take out of their history books that Christopher Columbus did not discover America. When they going to take out the bullshit about Benjamin Franklin discovering electricity, even though all the evidence shows that King Tutankhamun's burial mass was gold electroplated, and that's at least 5,000 years old. You can't electroplate without electricity. Them your people that did that, family. That's your people, your family, your great-great-great-great-grandfathers and grand-aunts. That's not theirs. But you shit on them. You might as well go to your grandmama's house right now, spit right in her face, and shit on her floor. That's what you should be doing. Because every day when you go to their churches and you kneel down, every day that you take your hard-earned dollar and give Pastor Pitmo 10%, you shitting on your grandmother's floor. There has not been one faith healer yet since COVID struck that went into a hospital and cured one COVID patient. Not a one. Not one of them jumping up and down for Jesus motherfuckers have saved anybody in this pandemic. Doesn't that tell you something? That when the pandemic first struck, they closed the churches and left the liquor stores open. Doesn't that tell you something, black people? Seriously. You need to think. Damn it, get up off your knees and stop that dancing. Yesterday, I'm in a webinar about the divineness of the yoni. Black women, if you don't know what a yoni is, you sitting on it. The divineness of it. Where a goddess broke down each part of your womb, uterus, vagina, and how they correspond to the cosmos. The energies. How divine you are. Yet I just sit up there and listen to this black woman lie on me, a man that had been trying to tell her from Jump Street, you are divine. Think about that. I'm giving her compliment after compliment. How divine you are. That I worship you. You brought me into this world. Not the other way around. I couldn't be here without black women. None of us could. But when I tell her how divine she is, oh no, Adam, what the fuck is wrong with you? Have you ever seen anybody jump out of somebody's side? Come on, family. The oldest human being on this planet, the remains of 4.5 million years old at least. 4.5 million years old at least. The Caucasian animal is no more than 6,000 years old. How many millions of years have black people been on this planet before a white man or a Hebrew showed up? Y'all ain't thought about that shit yet. I've asked every parent I asked them this question. Did your baby teach you how to walk? Did your baby teach you how to talk? And everybody says no. I said, so why is the oldest people on the planet taking teaching and direction from the youngest people? Does that make sense? But it's not hitting you yet. Oh, it hasn't hit you yet. It's called cognitive dissonance. That's exactly the term, and that's what it is. But you know what's gonna start hitting them? Because last night, I know what happened. During the last night of the last full moon cycle before the winter solstice, and you had a penultimate, can't even say the word right now because I'm so pissed about this testimony. You had an eclipse of the moon. A shadow. It wasn't a full eclipse. It was a shading of the moon, where the sun's rays are bouncing off the moon's surface. How you doing, God? And the shadow of the earth comes between it. So you are getting indirect energies that are filtering through your bodies, your planet, coming back at you. There was a portal that opened last night. And if you think I'm bullshitting, because everything that I've been telling folks, it's been happening. Watch to see what happens around this Christ Mass. The acceleration of deaths is going to be phenomenal. People are not researching. All throughout Europe, heads of state all around the world are killing themselves. Seriously. Look this shit up. Don't believe a damn thing I say. They're killing themselves. They're white. They can't take it no more. They know their time is up. They know that their time is up. They're becoming extinct. Their numbers are dwindling faster than you can say jackrabbit. COVID, they tell you that COVID's killing you so much. You see me with a fucking mask on? Get rid of your diabetes. Get rid of your hypertension. Get rid of your obesity. Eat better. It boosts your immune system. You're black. Stand out in the sun and charge your body. You won't have to worry about COVID. Period. That's fact. No disease lives in an alkaline environment. Think I'm bullshitting? Look it up. You go to your doctor. Those that go to doctors, ask your doctor. If my body was more alkaline, would I be as sick as I am now? And they're going to have to tell you, no, you wouldn't be. The scientific data on that goes back to 1920. They've known that. Yet your doctor doesn't ask you what you eat when you go to the doctor. Isn't it strange that the doctor that you go to isn't worried about what you make your engine run on? Can you go put water in your gas tank? Mud in your gas tank? Doesn't it make sense that what you put in your engine matters? But you don't think about that shit because you got away from your blackness. You're still holding on to Mr. Charlie's pants leg. Please, Mr. Charlie, help me, help me, help me. Giving all your power to them. That's right, get you some sun rays. Go stand out in the sun. You are children of the sun. You are stars in human form. That's exactly what you are. You are eternal. First created. Get your minerals from the sea and from the plants that come from seeds. Because it's natural. You don't have the teeth of a lion or a wolf, a bear. You don't have the teeth of a cat. You got the same teeth as a gorilla or an elephant. And neither one of them eat meat. Biggest and strongest land animals on the planet. And you still don't see it. Because you won't think about Africa. You've been taught Africa's a bunch of black-ass booty scratchers. Yeah. Oh, they get paid, and that's not on the side. They get paid up front for that bullshit. Big Pharma is making sure that they get paid because they want you to die. Understand something else, family. Seriously, I mean, and this would be a real common sense thing for you to understand. If everybody in America was healthy, would doctors be in business? I'll wait. Would doctors be making $300,000 a year if all these people on this bus and all on the city of Chicago, if every black person in the city of Chicago, if you were healthy, how much money would that doctor be pulling in? He wouldn't be pulling in shit. He'd be out here scuffling and hustling like all the rest of you. Even with all of his degrees, because he ain't getting no work. He serves no purpose unless you give him the purpose. Doesn't that sound like the white folks? Sit up in their lofty mansions, and this is not a thing about race because they invented race. So I can't see them decrying me calling them white. But they sit up in their lofty homes. Don't do shit. Just make money. I ain't got to go nowhere. Just make money, make money, make money. While you out here sweating your ass off, breaking your back for $8.25 a fucking hour. Think about it. It ain't just white folks, it's those that think like that. Oprah Winfrey made her first part of her fortune, the majority of her fortune, here in the city of Chicago with that bullshit show she was doing. How much money did she put back in the city of Chicago? How many jobs did she make here in Chicago? No, you know what that heifer did? She took her black ass over to Africa and opened up a school to teach young girls more bullshit. She promoted Dr. Phil. Oh, wow. She promoted she put this woman out that wrote this book, The Secret. This woman that talked about positive affirmation. And what you put out into the universe comes back. All right? But guess what? That shit you already knew. Your ancestors taught that, carved that in stone thousands of years ago. Thousands of years ago. That what energy you put out into the universe, you get back. He's right, baby. These are facts. But you won't look at it. Because you won't let go of JC. You won't let that cocksucker go for shit. You want to keep face down, ass up, and for Allah. Fuck that shit. Seriously. I lost a fucking job because I had the nerve to tell black people how great they are. I'm not gonna bullshit around this and dance around this shit no fucking more. That's why they fired me. Because all while I was working in the city of Chicago as a plumber, if I was working on that water main right there, and while they was digging, some black folks was over here, or some brothers, and I'm in a neighborhood where there's a whole bunch of gang banging and shit, I remember telling these brothers, hey man, y'all out here fucking each other over for Mr. Charlie. Do you know how great you are? Do you know that this pipe work that I'm doing right now, your ancestors did thousands of years ago? Do you know, black people, that before a white man existed, your ancestors were building homes with air conditioning in them? Huh? Y'all say, oh, he crazy as a motherfucker. Look this shit up. Do you know that before the white man came to this hemisphere, that there were cities with stone buildings and paved streets all over this continent? These are facts. These are facts. Read some of the diaries of the Spaniards that came over with Cristobal Colon. Read what the fuck they were saying. No, you're not gonna read it, because they're not gonna give it to you in school. And if you want to hide something from a black person, put it in a book. All right, guess what? Our ancestors knew that shit too. That's why they didn't put it in a book. They carved it on the walls. They painted it on every wall. They wrote metal nature everywhere. everywhere. If this bus was in existence 3000 BC, all that damn graffiti that you would see on the buses, it'd be full of metal netching. So you would know who you are. Constant reminder. You got no choice but to look at it. That's all in front of you. But what you choose to look at is everything that they put in front of you. The same people that enslaved you, the same people that raped you, the same people that sold you, the same people that killed you, hung you from trees, the same people that ate you, the same people that skinned you and made bags and shoes out of you. You take everything that they say to be true. Seriously, think about that shit. Think about that shit. I'm gonna go up to, say this man across from me. Now this man across from me, he done threatened me with a gun 3 or 4 times. Actually shot at me. And I'm gonna go up to him and ask him, please, can you teach me something? You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna teach me how that bullet feels. That's what he's gonna teach me. He's already shown his intention to me. White people, Caucasians, the 100% Caucasian, has no soul. It's impossible. His pineal gland is calcified. The seat of his soul is gone. He can't access it. And y'all still don't get it. You look on the back of your dollar bill, you see that eye over the pyramid. You say that's the all-seeing eye. Bullshit. That ain't no fucking Illuminati. That's symbolism that he stole from you. You can take it either the left eye of Heru or the right eye of Heru. Either one. That's what you're looking at. Heru, a name you've never heard. But you heard Jesus. Akhenaten. You might have heard that name. But you don't know that they used Akhenaten's life, changed some shit, and wrote it in as a Moses. Sigmund Freud wrote a book on his deathbed. Sigmund Freud wrote a book on his deathbed, family. I have it in my house. The name of the book is Moses and Monotheism. You should get it. And you should understand that Sigmund Freud waited till he was dying to write it, because if he'd have wrote it while he was alive, they'd have killed him. Because he was exposing the lies. He was telling the truth. If you think I'm bullshitting, go get the book. Order it on Amazon. I wouldn't give a fuck where you get it from. Get it. Read it. It's not long. It's under 200 pages. Read it. And then once you read it, give it to a Christ stain, please. So they can read it too. See, that's the thing about it, family. When you love each other, when you love somebody, you tell somebody the truth. I love this brother across from me. If I saw him right now, drinking some poison, some rat poison, I'm gonna go smack it out of his hand. Brother, that's killing you. I don't want to see you die. You do not keep allowing your family, those that you love, to walk around in lies. That's what this is about. I dare to tell everywhere I went in the city of Chicago the truth to black people. Period. The truth, our story. The truth about religion, the truth about politics, the truth about architecture, the truth about biomechanics. Huh. Here's another fact. Here's another one that'll really fuck folks up. If the electricity didn't get you bad enough. Your ancestors were doing successful brain surgeries 3000 BCE. Successful brain surgeries 3000 BCE. Do you about to get off this bus because I'm almost home. Do you know that when you go into surgery, they show you pictures of a surgeon's table and all these utensils, that over 90% of those utensils that you see on that tray are exactly the same as utensils that they found in tombs in ancient Kemet. Exactly the same. Y'all didn't know that shit, did you? So, when I tell you black people, love yourself. When I tell you black people that I love you. When I tell you black people that we are great, I don't lie to you. But don't believe me. Research it for yourself. Look it up. Then, when you do that, hit me back. This is the wolf, and I am howling. Ashe Hotep family.